Hi, I'm Brad Bodwell of the Warm Biscuit Bedding Company, and today we're going to work with my son Fisher and make a bird feeder out of items you can find lying around the house. Now, this is a great project for dads because you can make it out of things like a milk carton and things you can root around the trash for. Plus, you get to use a sharp implement like a box cutter. And when you're done, you get to put it in your own domain out in the backyard. So before we get going, I want to introduce an alternative. If you'd rather not root around the garbage, we sell a product called Home Tweet Home, which is a ready-made kit for you to use. You just got to paint it. So that's an alternative for you if you'd rather take it a little bit easy and spend some more time in the hammock. Okay, step one, start with your 1-quart milk container. We're going to take a stapler, staple it on the front and the back. Leave room in the middle because we're going to put a little hole there to hang it by. In fact, we'll do that right now using just a regular hole punch. And do you want to try to give it a squeeze? You want to do it? Yeah, there you go. So now the next step is to cut a hole in the side, usually about halfway down. And I do it about 1/8 of an inch away from the edges. And just make a simple square on each side. As you get to the end, it starts to pop out, so you may have to hold on to it with your finger. So there we go. Now we're going to take our hole punch again, and this time about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. Put another hole, and that's going to be for the dowel. Okay, so now we got a hole, the big square cut out, and a hole for the dowel. Take the dowel, place it through, and then with your other finger, while you line it up and make it straight, figure out about where it would come out the back. Hold it with your finger. Take the X-Acto knife again and cut a little X so that the dowel can come out the back. Once again, press it all the way through and out the back. And now you've got the basic construction done, and you're ready to paint. Fisher's already started using the brown acrylic paint and to put down the first coat of paint. You probably need 2 coats of brown, and I'm going to show you some of the paints we're using here. But you probably need 2 coats. Acrylic paints are water soluble, but they also dry into a harder cover, and it makes it last better outside. So while Fisher's doing the outer coat of the brown, I'm going to show you how to do the roof. I suggest you just take them, line them up, use our handy box cutter again to find about the midpoint on all 3 of these sticks. Score it so you can find it and cut them consistently. And then just use a pair of regular scissors to cut through them. It's a lot easier than anything else, and they really are pretty easy to cut. But the goal here is to get 6 pieces that are about the same size. I'd like you to paint these green when you're done. This is what they're going to look like when you're done. You'll end up with the roof tiles. That'll be what we glue on next. Since he's going to continue on with that, we're going to move ahead to the next step. Okay, now in this step, we're going to decorate and put the tiles on, or put the roof tiles on. But the next step is to take some of these other colors, some gold and some black, and to give it a little bit of a natural bark tone. So while Fisher is doing that, I'm going to pull out a previous version that we'd started in order to show you how to go about gluing the tiles on. And this can be a little tricky only because the milk cartons tend to be a little bit curved, so you'll have to use an ample amount of glue. I'm using just a plain, regular, water-soluble multi-purpose glue here. But I would put a nice coat of glue on it and spread it around and line it up. And you want to make sure that there's room to get all 3 popsicle sticks on across. And just tuck it underneath the edge here. That's generally the approach. Let me show you what it looks like when you take your time and do it right. The last step is to take a piece of twine or some regular string and just create a loop that you can hang from a tree in your backyard. Filling the bird feeder is pretty easy too. Just take some bird seed and pour it in, and then you can hang it up and hang out and watch the birds come and enjoy. So thanks for coming, and hope you enjoy making a bird feeder as much as we've enjoyed making it with you.